I had a request and here goes. I'm going to fulfill that request. So over in the far right hand side, you can see the Raspberry Pi in the background. In the center of the screen, you can see the Citizen PMD56-2952. So what's going to happen is that essentially the second hand is going to get to make it 2 a.m. So I recorded this video at 2 in the morning. Yes, I waited up that late for you. Now you can see that the second hand has stopped, and if you look up at the top, just where I'm pointing now, it says RX. That means the watch is currently set to receive. And in the background again, the Raspberry Pi is going to emit the signal. Now this Citizen automatically, every single night, it looks for this signal at 2 a.m. and if it fails, it looks again at 4 a.m. So this normally happens when I am asleep. All I need to do is place the watch on this Casio stand, and I've attached the cabling, the coil behind the watch. I've attached that to the Casio stand. So what basically happens is that the signal, the Japanese frequency of 40,000 hertz, is pushed out to the back of the watch. Now, forgive the camera work, I'm just pulling out the Casio G-Shock because this also runs on atomic time. But because this is multiband 6, it can get the time signal from all the different towers across the world. Now, the Citizen only gets the Japanese signal, hence why I've got this solution in place. If you look at the second hand, it's stopped on 6 seconds, which is H, which means high. That means it's got a high signal. And that's simply because the coil it's right behind the watch, so it's going to have a high signal. Again, this normally happens when I'm asleep. I've set it up on the Raspberry Pi as a script. So every single night at 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. it pushes out that signal, that frequency, so the watch can get its atomic time. Again, I just love the fact that all of this is happening. It's all scripted and it's built into the watch. It's built, I've set it up on the Raspberry Pi. So all of this happens when I'm asleep every single night. All I need to remember to do is put the watch on the stand. Now you can see the second hand started ticking again. So if I push the lower right button, which is the A button, you can see that the second hand stops again on high. And if I push that button one more time, you can see that it kind of forms a Y shape for yes. That yes, that was a successful signal. If you look at the number 1 and then the yellow second hand, it kind of forms a Y, the letter Y for yes. So I'm just doing a sync now. I should have done this at the beginning of the video really, but I'm doing a sync on this is a manual sync now on the GWB5600, the Casio on the left hand side. And once that is synchronized with the UK radio tower, I'm going to compare the two watches. They should be completely in sync. The Casio gets the time from the UK tower, and on the right-hand side, it gets the NTP, or Network Time Protocol, from the Raspberry Pi. It shouldn't make a difference because they should be down to the second. They should be in sync. So we'll wait until the G-Shock is done. But I just really want to drive home that point again. Normally, all I need to do is put my watch on the stand because I've built the Raspberry Pi solution. I just need to put the watch on the stand and it automatically, every single night, 365 days a year, it will look for that signal. And I've set up the Raspberry Pi to provide that signal every single night at 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. So it's all kind of automated, I guess is the word we're looking for. So hopefully it won't take too much longer. If you look to the Casio now on the left-hand side, it should say OK in the top right of the Casio screen. Once it says OK, that means that, there you go, it says OK now. So if you look in the top right, it says OK. If I press a button, now what we're just going to do is look at the seconds. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, as you can see, it's down to the second, the date, Monday the 13th. Again, 4 minutes past 2 in the morning. I stayed up really late to record this one for you guys. Again, this was a request, so I hope it's been somewhat useful. That's how my PMD56 is set up. I just stick it on there every night. It automatically gets the signal. And yeah, I just take it off the stand and wear it the next day. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.